Okay. All right, great seeing you guys. Thanks for joining me for this Yogalates flow. As always, please modify things any way you need to. This is your flow, not mine. I'm just here guiding you through the motion. Something doesn't feel right, modify, or just don't do it. We move pretty quickly. Please take your time and move with your breath. Of course, I encourage bare feet. I'm going to have that music on a little soft in the background to make sure that you can hear me okay. We're going to start nice and wide today. Let's take the widest, strongest stance you can with your feet. Make sure you feel really good, that you can move through your waist when we start going through all of our bendy, twisty stuff. Nice big breath in to start. Here we go. Inhale. Reach the arms overhead. Let's just start nice and easy. Let's find our breath. Let's do 2 or 3 more breaths. Reaching a bit higher, strong in the legs. Abs are tight. We're squeezing the glutes in. Really just starting to find that body awareness. 1 more breath, reaching high. As you exhale, we're going to start with cactus arms down to the W stretch. We're going to pull the elbows and shoulders to the hips as we squeeze the shoulder blades down. Open the fingers wide. Exhale, forward fold. Relax down. 3 breaths. Let your head and arms hang heavy. If you need to soften your knees up because those hamstrings are really tight, you can do so. Take your time. And we're going to fold, sink a little deeper on each exhale. Let's do 2 more. Try to keep the knees straight. Like I said, if you need to bend them a little bit to get down, comfortably stretch them, start easy. Soften them up as needed. Let's take 1 more breath in our first wide forward fold. We're in that nice wide fold, stretching the hamstrings. Unroll the spine up, peel up 1 vertebrae at a time. Take that big breath in, bring the arms overhead, sun salutation, reaching to the sky. Draw the abs tight, squeeze the glutes, cactus arms down, squeezing the shoulder blades down with the elbows towards the hips. Exhale, forward fold, sinking a little deeper. We're always trying to work through our sticking points every week together. It's a new opportunity for our mobility. 2 more breaths. Deep belly breaths. Work through those sticking points on your exhales. Let's give it 1 more breath. We're going to go through that 1 more time. Peel the back up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Drag the arms up with the spine. Take a big breath in. Come overhead, sun salutation. Reach through the fingers, draw the abs tight. Squeeze the glutes, cactus arms down to the W stretch. Squeeze the shoulder blades as you take the elbows to the hips. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. As deep as you can. 3 breaths. A little different stretch in the hamstrings, and we're in that nice wide stance. 2 more breaths. Try to relax your upper body. Let your head and arms hang nice and heavy down into your stretch. Let's give it 1 more breath. I'm going to turn that music up just a hair. There we go. Okay, peel the back up. Bring the arms overhead 1 more time. Big breath in. We're going to grab the left elbow. Grab that left elbow, chest tall, standing overhead, single arm, lat stretch. On your exhale, we're going to bend at the waist, and we're going to pull on that left elbow over to the right. You should get a really great stretch on the triceps and lat. On that left side, all down the left side of your upper back into the back of the arm. Here we go, 3 breaths. Abs tight. We bend and pull a little more on those exhales when you feel ready. Remember, nothing past an 8 of moderate discomfort, mild to moderate discomfort, never pain. Let's give it 1 more breath, bending, pulling on that left elbow. Take a big breath in, come back to the center, reach high and grab your right elbow, exhale. into that big standing overhead tricep lat stretch. 3 breaths. Strong in the legs, abs in tight, keeping the chest tall. Remember, think about that imaginary wall being behind you. We keep the back flat against it as we bend. Chest tall. 1 more breath. Good. Come back to the center. Let the arms fall. Take the hands to the floor underneath your chest. Again, if you need to soften the knees, do so. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can. We're going to go right into windmills. Keep the left hand under your chest. Take a nice big breath in. On your exhale, slowly bring that right arm up. Reach behind you, palm forward. Go into your windmill pose. 3 breaths. If you can, turn your head, look up your right arm as you reach to the sky through those right fingers. Palm is forward. We're getting a little stretch in the right pec. We're getting a stretch in the adductors of the left thigh. And of course, we're getting some nice movements and rotation in the low back. Let's give it 1 or 2 more breaths. Working through that sticking point. Keep those knees and legs straight and stationary. 1 more breath. Inhale, bring the right hand down under the chest. Exhale as you bring the left arm up. Take it slow. As I always say, each side of the body is different. Each day is different. Everything we do affects our mechanics, the way we sleep, how much we sit the day before, what kind of activities we did. 2 breaths. Take things slow, inch by inch. Listen to your body. Keep that body awareness strong. 1 more breath in our windmill. Twisting, reaching a little more. Good. Bring the left hand down to join your right hand. We're in tabletop, so we got the legs still nice and wide. We haven't moved our feet 1 bit, hopefully, that whole time. Lateral, low lunge stretches. Feet flat. Inhale as you transition up. Exhale as you come down. I want you to move at your pace. This is your flow. Inhale when you transition. Exhale as you bend the knee. Keep the other leg nice and straight, and we're stretching the adductor complex, the inner thigh muscles, up into the inner hip, deep inner hip and inner thigh. Keep your feet flat. We want the ankles moving. We're getting the knees warmed up. Move at your pace. Always trying to get a little deeper. Open the hips. Stay fluid. I think the real key to making these flows successful is all about moving with your breath and keeping that mind-body connection, that mind-muscle connection as strong as you can the whole time. Let's do 3 more breaths through them. 2 breaths. Getting those legs warmed up. 1 more breath. Excellent. Come back to the center. We always want to peel the back up. Unroll your spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Articulate up nice and slow. Step your feet in. We are done with our wide stance. Now we go to cross-legged fold. We're going to spend a good amount of time in the hamstrings today. Take your right foot, cross it over top your left leg, and try to have your feet right next to each other. So we're in a nice cross-legged position, standing up, right leg over top of the left. We're going to use that front right leg to push against the back left knee to keep it nice and straight. Take a big breath in, find your center, arms overhead. Draw the abs tight. Reach, reach, reach. On your exhale, forward fold, you can trace the hands down the legs. Relax into your cross-legged forward fold. If you can't take the hands to the floor, that's fine. This is a very powerful, isolated hamstring stretch. You can keep your hands up here on your knee or shin and just take your chest in towards your legs. If you have the ability to get the fingertips or hands all the way to the floor, once you relax into your legs, I want you to slowly start to twist to your right without letting your back left toes turn. So keep your back left knee completely extended straight. Keep those back left toes pointed forward. And then twist to the right. Boy, do you feel that stretch big time. All on the outer back side of the thigh, IT band, and that big bicep femoris hamstring muscle you hear me talk a lot about. It's the one that's kind of on the outer side of the back of the thigh. Very common problem area, especially for the guys. Let's do 2 more breaths. Relax. Take all of the tension and tonus out of the body. Try to not fight the stretch. 1 more breath. Come back to the center slowly. If you are twisted, unroll the spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. And when you get to the top, we go right to the other side. Cross your left leg over top of your right. Make sure your back right knee stays as straight as you can the whole time. Make sure your back right toes stay pointed forward. Find your center. Take a breath in. Make sure you feel strong in your stance and your position. On your exhale, go ahead and forward, fold, find your sticking point. Whether it's on the thigh, knee, shin, or perhaps you're all the way to the floor. Once you find your lowest point, this time we twist to the left. We just kind of turn the body over to the left, keeping those back right toes pointed forward, and we relax down. 3 breaths. As long as that back knee is straight, toes forward, you're in a good spot. Don't worry about that front leg turning a bit if you're twisting with me. 2 breaths. Modify as needed. Oh, it's my tighter side. Sometimes I have to roll this IT band over here on this right side because I got some chronic problems in the back of that hip. I got to really stay on top of that area. Back of my right hip and my right IT band, they get flared up. Let's do 1 more breath. Good. Come back to the center. Unroll your spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. And I have great news. We're going to take it down to the floor, and today we're going to go right into a seated position. Kneel down any way you can, 1 knee at a time, however you can find yourself seated. Have a seat on your bottom. As always, we're up and down, we're all around. You put your monitor wherever you can see me best so that if we're laying down, you can comfortably look over and follow along with me. We're going to start in a modified boat pose to forward spine stretch. Keep your knees fully extended. Keep your toes flexed towards you and pointing to the ceiling. Stretch your arms out with your palms down right in front of the shoulder. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. So look at this difference. I'm sitting up tall here. Reach your head up to the ceiling and look at what happens. We lengthen the spine. Take a breath in. Bring yourself back as much as you can without laying down, without your feet lifting. So we're leaning back just enough. We're getting the core and the abs woken up a little bit. We're reaching forward through the fingers as we lean back a little bit. If you can get to 45 degrees like me, I think that's a good spot to focus on the stretch that's coming. Let's do 1 more breath. Big inhale. And on your exhale, forward spine stretch. Fold forward, reach through your arms, dive your head and chest down towards your legs, between the shoulders. 3 breaths. As you relax down into your legs, Keep reaching out through your arms. Keep the knees completely straight. And again, if you can practice relaxing, taking all of the tension, the tonus out of your body, it will help you get deeper into your stretches. 2 more breaths on this first one. We're going to go through it again. 1 more breath. Peel yourself back. Keep the arms stretched out in front of you. Bonus for those of you who are looking to be a little more progressive today, if you want to keep it more restorative and mellow, keep your feet down and lean back. If you want to join me for a modified boat with the feet off the floor, this is our full boat. Keep the knees a little bent to modify it another way, or you keep your feet down. Whatever works best for you today. 3 breaths before we go forward spine stretch. Head up, reaching out through the arms in front of the shoulders with the palms down. Pull your chin back as you reach through the arms. Pull the chin and head back. Keeping the head tall, reaching forward through the arms. 1 more breath in and exhale. Feet come down, forward spine stretch. If you had those feet up with me, 3 breaths. Work a little deeper if you can. 2 more breaths. Round the back, dive the head, chest. Reach out through the shoulders and arms. Great stretch through the back, spine, and of course the hamstrings. 1 more breath. We're going to go seated hip twist. Peel yourself back nice and slow. Take your right leg, cross it over top of your left leg. Take your left elbow to the outside of that right knee or your hand if you don't have that kind of mobility. So we have the right leg crossed over top of the left. We're twisting to the right. We're getting leverage on the outer top side of that right knee with the elbow or the hand. Walk your right hand around your body. Turn your head. Let your head and shoulder follow that right hand as you look behind you. 3 breaths. Getting a really good stretch. Back of this right hip into the right side, lower back. Those erector muscles on the right side of the lower back. Take it slow. See if you can get an adjustment. One more breath. We'll go right into the other side. Return to the center, nice and slow. Extend your right leg out straight. Cross your left leg over top of the right. Follow the same steps. Elbow or hand. Walk your hand around your body. Let your shoulder and head follow as you look behind you. Find that sticking point. And we're going to take 3 nice, long, deep belly breaths past it. That is our theme. 3 breaths. Long and deep. Takes a good 20 to 30 seconds of holding a stretch before you really get any benefit from it. So we take those 3 long, deep breaths. Keep that in mind. Let's give it 1 more breath. Keep looking over that left shoulder, walking that hand a little further. Last breath. Come back to the center. Make sure you have room behind you. We're going to roll back or go to your side and lay back flat any way you can. If you can do a roll back, we always peel the spine using the abs. Once you get flat, like I pretty much always do, a good morning stretch to start. And we're going to actually go through a full good morning cradle sequence. Arms behind you, reaching back through the fingers. reaching down through the toes. Get every inch of your body stretching and as long as you can. 3 breaths on the first one. Abs tight. As you reach behind you and get long and flat, try to not push your hips or stomach up. Try to not arch your back. Try to stay nice and flat. We force these lats, chest muscles to stretch. If you are wanting to push your hips up, just means your lats and or chest are tight. 2 breaths. Don't steal range of motion. Make them stretch and work. 1 more breath to cradle. Knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. Hug your legs in as firmly as you can. Tuck your chin to your chest. Look at your belly button. Squeeze your abs. Turn yourself into the smallest little ball you can make. Let's do 2 breaths. We're going to put those together. I'm going to give you the option of having the feet stay off the floor or go back down to the floor. Inhale, good morning. Stretch the arms, legs. Feet can go down or they can stay up. Exhale, cradle, hug, and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, get as long as you can. Feet up or down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hug, and squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, open everything up. Reach. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, hug, and squeeze. Let's do them one more time. Inhale, last good morning. Big reach and exhale. Last hug and squeeze. Relax your head down. Hug the knees in firmly. Massage the back and spine side to side. Add a little rock to your cradle for a little recovery. Take the energy all the way back down to 0. 2 breaths. Let's give it 1 more breath. Got a real dynamic stretch coming next. Take it slow. Watch me on the first 1 or 2 if you need to. Listen to your body. It's a little bit more of a intermediate to advanced Pilates stretch. Let your feet come down underneath your hips. I got to scoot up. I wiggled myself down off the camera almost. Bridge position, or like you're going to do a bridge because we are with a twist. Feet under the knees. Hands to your sides for now with the palms down. Relax your head. I'd like you to watch me on this first one. As we bridge up, we're going to take one arm and we're going to twist and reach 45 degrees behind you to the opposite direction. So you're pushing your hips up high, you're squeezing your backside, and you're reaching across 45 degrees behind you. You have your opposite arm still to your side on the floor for stability. We come back down, take the hand to your side. Inhale, exhale, opposite side. Bridge, twist, and reach. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, down to the center. Exhale, up to the opposite side. Bridging higher, reaching, twisting further. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale, down, nice and slow. Exhale up. We're getting great glute activation, ab activation. Inhale down. We're stretching the hip flexors. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Reach, reach, twist. 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. Exhale up. Again, modify as needed. You can just reach the arms, keep the hips down. Inhale down. Exhale up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. One more each side. Exhale up. Push those hips high. Squeeze. Keep the feet flat. Abs tight. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. Bridge, twist, and reach 45 degrees. 3, 2, 1. Come to the center. Hug the knees comfortably to your chest. Get that tailbone lifted a little bit. Take the arch out of your low back. Stretch the glutes. Back's happy place. 3 breaths. It's always a fun one. Restore, recover. 2 breaths. Take the energy all the way back down to 0, rocking in your cradle if you want. We're going to do one more nice, gentle, restorative stretch. And then we'll go to our final cool down. Last breath. Turn that music down just a hair. Okay, let your feet drop. Stack your legs together. So put your knees and feet together with them bent. Roll to your right side like so. So we've got the knees. This is called a clamshell position. We're just stacking the knees and we roll to the right side. So your left shoulder comes up. We roll all the way under the right shoulder and right side of the body. Take your bottom right hand. Anchor your knees down. So put your hand right on top of that left knee, keeping the legs stacked, and you bend the knees as much as you want to feel comfortable. Take that top left arm up with the palm forward. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to twist and reach behind you. You're going to let your head follow. And I want you to turn and look down your left arm as you twist and reach behind you with the palm up. We're using that right hand to anchor our knees down. Don't let that top knee pop up. Try to get your left shoulder flat on the floor behind you. 3 breaths. Great stretch. Back of the left hip into the left side of the low back. We're also getting a really good stretch in the left pecs, particularly pec minor, where it attaches into the shoulder joint. Reach through those fingers. Turn your head. Look down, your left arm, have the palm up. Try to get your left arm and left shoulder blade flat on the floor behind you without letting that top left knee pop up. Relax. Let's take 1 or 2 more breaths. Last breath. We're going to go right to the other side. Go ahead and just let your clamshell legs come up back to the center, and then just roll to your left side. Follow the same steps. Left hand on top of the right knee to anchor them down. Extend your right arm up. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, twist and reach behind you with the palm up. And again, find an angle or a bend in your knees where you feel comfortable and strong. You can easily reach down with that left hand, pushing down on them to keep them anchored to the floor and together as you twist. 3 breaths. Getting that shoulder flatter and closer to the floor. 2 breaths. Really reach out through those fingers. 1 more breath. Our static double hip twist stretch, a little more focused on the chest instead of the back of the hip. Okay, come to the center. Lay yourself flat, extend your legs down straight. Relax your arms to your sides with your palms up. Let your toes plop out. Close your eyes, corpse pose, Shavasana. Lots of air coming in. I want you to take 5 of the longest, deepest belly breaths you can. All the way in. Every little bit of air you can get in your lungs. And squeeze every bit of that air back out. Let yourself melt into the floor. Get heavy. Get lots of air in. Here we go. 5. 4 deep belly breaths. 3. 2 more, longer and deeper. Slow them down. 1 One more long, deep belly breath all the way in and all the way out. Before you open your eyes, bring your arms behind you. One more time, reach through your toes, reach back through your fingers. If your back's okay with it, bring your feet a little bit off the floor, stretch everything out big, start waking your body back up. And when you're ready, let your feet come down, open your eyes, roll up or sit up any way you like, anytime you feel ready to. And that is our Yogalates flow today. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you liked that one. It will be available anytime for you in the future.